Morning again, everybody. Welcome back to this old barn in Muker in Swaledale. That's the reference photograph that we started with last time. There you go, just for a bit of reference. There's where we left the drawing last time, just the pure line drawing. And that's the last time I'll probably use that reference photograph, although I'll leave it there because the last thing I do when I add colour to a drawing is to try and replicate the actual colours in here, because if you want to replicate those colours, just stick this thing in a frame. The whole point of creating art, doing art, is to have your interpretation. And having said that, here's just one interpretation in the sketchbook. I hope you can see that. I did this line drawing really quickly. I held the pen very loosely up here, as I said before, and I just added colour on the door, bit of greenery and some sky. But I'm going to do the opposite with this current demo look. There's the, let's move that out of the way. There's the reference photograph, which I'll keep there, but I'm definitely not trying to copy. I won't put like a grey tone on that particular brick. You can probably see at the side, look, there's the palette that the main palette I'll be using. But if we can quickly pan over there, look, you can see I've got access to a few more miniature sketching palettes that I might just dip into. So let's get cracking. This isn't going to take long. I've tried a couple of times this week to finish this drawing, but do you know what? It's been so hot here in Yorkshire that the paint's drying almost as quickly as you put it on the paper, which is no good for the wet in wet technique I use. So this colour I'm mixing now, it's a base of yellow ochre, and I'm literally just dropping this yellow ochre, nothing else in it, just drop this in the stonework. Gives a good base as a colour, and it doesn't matter that I've gone over the greenery. And then what we'll do, let's pick up, there we go, I think this, yeah, there you go. Look, what I'll do is this technique I've developed of just picking up almost neat pigment and dropping it into the wetter wash of yellow ochre. The colours I've used so far, there you go, there's some neat yellow ochre. This colour is neat quinacridone gold. Look, it will spread to give some fantastic, I'm always after these happy accidents. There's no pre-planned method to this. And what you must try and avoid if you want to have a go at this is literally let the wash, let it happen, let the randomness. So we'll put some other colours in. Let the randomness happen. And I'm just literally picking up bits of blues, some let's have a bit of purple in there, look. The only place I'll be careful is around this door frame, because what I want this door frame to look like, I want it to be, so let's have I want it to be look a bit weathered, so we'll just put some, that's a Payne's grey. No, it's not, I tell a lie, that's the Alvaro's, I forget what it is now. I'll tell you what it is in a second if I can find my my colour chart. And at this point, you've just got to really leave all of that blending and running into each other and trying to create these happy accidents. And so at this stage, what I'll do, I'll get some cobalt blue, because I always prefer to put a bit of a sky on. I mean, there is an argument that's it's quite a nice graphic effect, but the viewer's always left wondering what's behind, what's that up there and what's there. So let's take some of the guesswork out of that, and I'll just put this wash of use some of this lovely white space up there. We'll put some sky in. It tends to, I think it helps because it locates the building where it is, and it gives it, to use a bit of a poncy phrase, it gives more of a sense of place rather than just being an isolated, almost a graphic thing. And I think there's a building there, but we'll leave that. So there you go, that's the sky. I think I'll need to get some greens. So this is a mix of sap green and green gold, and I just want to, because I think this moss that's growing on here, that will just bring it in. I didn't say at the beginning, but I'm really after some nice loose paint effects here. So I've just dropped a really darker green in there, which is Daniel Smith's Undersea Green. And just for effect, we'll bring a bit more out here. Might try a bit of this look. Doesn't matter if it goes all over, because it's only a sketch, and this is what I'm after. What I don't want, the effect I don't want to end up with, is an architectural presentation plan, almost a technical drawing. And again, we're relying on it drying. This is ironic because this week, as I said, it's been so warm here that paint has dried as I put it on the page. And ironically now I need for all that to dry quickly. I'm just giving it some ground here. I'm just making there you go. I'll just indicate this with a brush. Look, there's another barn off to the, so I might just leave this in paint. There's something there which I think is a gate. Look, these colours I'm using now, that they're kind of running into each other, but there's this colour I'm dotting in now, that's a Payne's grey. And what this technique does, it results in a kind of, I'm just doing the fronts of these steps, look, where I can, so it gives you a sense of where the steps are, the edges. The last thing I'll do, the last stage I'll do is to, I'm going to have to put some colour in because that looks a bit stark, this door. So I'll add the colour in a little while. I'll just let all this dry because we need to have a kind of a dry wash underneath before I do any more of these effects. So see you in a few more minutes.